cleaned out the brine shrimp hatchery, and we'll now add a heater, a bubbler, and some brine shrimp eggs. And I'll put the heater in, and I can hatch the eggs in 18 hours, so this batch will be ready again tomorrow afternoon. The hatched brine shrimp settle just above the bottom of the jar, and the hatched eggs float to the top, and the unhatched eggs go to the very bottom. And I put in this little extension tube that picks them up just above the bottom of the middle of this iced tea jar, so I can draw off the bit of the unhatched eggs and then draw off and skim all and get all of the live brine shrimp. I use this simple coffee filter to strain out the living brine shrimp, the Nauplea larvae, and I'll feed them to the colony number 2, and you can see how much even the adults love the brine shrimp. A little bit of salt won't hurt. This is water's flowing through all the time, so a bit of salt water won't make any difference because it'll dilute. Again, this shows that bobbing up and down motion that they have from the time they're tiny. It shows that they're eating. Even when they're too little to see, and they have to strain to see them, much less the food they're eating, this is a good way to know that they're feeding. This is the last 3 tanks that we've harvested and moved together to grow out, and I'll show you the difference in their movements when they're eating. These fish are now 4 weeks old. There's some great green and black young ones in here that I'm looking forward to. We've moved the young zebras at 24 days old and moved them into another tank. This is the group of babies that are about a week old that are in tank number 9. And you can see them from the top. They're pretty small, but this is going to be a real good batch of babies. Of course, they're already large enough now to eat both the baby brine shrimp and the rotifers and copepods. A little bit too big to eat paramecium right now, but they would still try. This is the second group of breeders, and now in tank number 3. You've got some beautiful long-finned ones, and I was looking for my black and red one. He's hiding back there. It's one of my favorite colors. This colony spawned last night, and a lot of the females are much thinner than they were. And we'll be leaving them over the marbles one more night, and then we'll move them to a new tank. I love this red one with the blue stripes. We'll be breeding them bright blue stripes on a red fish and a long veil tail. This little albino looking one, he's kind of an ivory pink, has extremely good long tail, and it's a small male, but he has beautiful fins, and it'll be very interesting to breed him to the other colors this semester, see what kind of combinations we can get.